Hello everyone. In this nice occasion, I would like to share my idea related to the systemic functional linguistic. Although my voice is unclear maybe because I got a headache and a little bit flu and I feel under the weather, but I will do my best to share my idea, to deliver my idea related to systemic functional linguistic. I will tell 2 points and I will give the conclusion in the last of sections. The first one is what is the correlation systemic functional linguistic in education. And the second one, I would like to explore about Michael Holiday video on YouTube. Okay, check this out. The first one, I would like to give the brief explanations about systemic functional linguistics. Of course, it is the study of relationship between language and its functions in social settings. Social settings in all levels include educations. So in education there are four highlighted I would like to share. The first one about systemic functional linguistics. Of course, the instruction informed by systemic functional linguistics will support English learners. The second one, of course, the systemic functional linguistics promotes English learner academic language and literacy skills. And the third, about the systemic functional linguistics can facilitate content learning for English learners. And the last one, explicit language focused writing instructions develops critical language awareness. Now, the second point I'd like to share about the Michael Holiday language evolving. The title of the video on YouTube is Some Systemic Functional Reflections on the History of Meaning. The first point that Holiday posed the evolution of language seems a simple enough concept, but it is aroused in the work of scholars studying the history of forms such as phonology, morphology, and some syntax. But a language is a semantic system based on the Michael Holiday. More importantly, a semiotogenic, or I mean semogenic, or meaning creating system, and meaning also has a story, a highly complex one. Every language has, in Sapir's term, a certain cut, like a puzzle, and its own constantly evolving ways of meaning. Yet, the most of its features are shared with other languages. We seek out the history of meaning along various routes, in the history of the form of language, in the history of the people that speak it, in the history of the locale where it is spoken, and it is the history its varied cultural context. So next, consider English and Chinese. The Michael Holiday provides the example from English and Chinese that these two widely spoken and widely documented languages, the history of meanings in English includes changes that took place in ancient Greek and in ancient medieval Latin, even though English is not descended from these languages. Chinese has undergone somewhat less upheaval, but the history of Mandarin involved contact with ways of meaning derived from Sanskrit, or we call in Bahasa Sanskerta, and from Mongolian, but also unrelated to Chinese. So, based on the Holiday, the study of the history of meaning, we take account of both child language development and the emergence of learned forms of discourse. We maintain a trinomial perspective and we seek systemic and functional, especially metafunctional, explanation of semantic pattern in discourse. What is the metafunction? Three metafunction here. They are the first one, ideational. It means constructing experience functions. The second one, interpersonal, how communicate between the speaker and listener. The example nowadays, how to communicate between the speaker and listener, we can through by the multimedia or social media or mobile phone or the other website or the other tools that provide in this era, in digital era, not indirectly. And the last one about textual. If the text is cohesive and coherent, it means it has a good texture. Okay, the last one, I would like to give my opinion in conclusion because the importance of systemic functional linguistics. The educator can use this alternative approach. We have to comprehend, even master this approach to get better quality in education field. We can start and we can be more active, implement it, starting from where we study or where we teach. Okay, thank you. And this is my brief side based on some resources. Thank you.